This is a video tour of some country property owned by Lloyd and Mary Margaret Eighme, who she is in a facility, retired, and he's passed away. The Lloyd and Mary Margaret were instructors at Pacific Union College during their career, and this was their retirement home, which they developed from bare land. We are at the end of a 2-mile long county road. At the time they moved here and bought the property, it wasn't paved, but you can see the end of the paved road in this view. We will now proceed to their drive. This is the entry to the property off the county road. You will see it's a nice wooded 10 acres with ferns on either side of the driveway, making it very nice. The adjoining wooded area on either side is a tall stand of cedar trees. It's very beautiful. This is the home. It's a 2,000 square foot, 2-story home. Real quality built home, built in 1989. The 2.5 car garage is a 1,300 square foot. Plus there's a little wood shop in the back, a 3/4 bathroom, and a wood shed inside and outside in the garage area. We will proceed to tour the outside of the property and then go inside. It's nicely landscaped. All of what you see here are rhododendrons and azaleas, which are beautiful colored plants. During the year, they're evergreen. The rest of the year, you can see in the distance, there's a beautiful, apparently a cherry tree that's in bloom. There's a fenced orchard with about a dozen fruit trees. The framed area is blueberries. There are, as I recall, also seedless blackberries, and we will show you grapes in a minute. But here's the rest of the front area of the property. When Lloyd and Mary Margaret first bought this property, they had to whack their way in through the thick woods to get here. And then over the years, as they'd come up in the summers from working at PUC, they would clear this land and live in a tent. And then they would go on hiking expeditions and such, backpacking. Over the years, they built this cabin. The lumber was built from trees knocked down here on the property, and Lloyd cut up the lumber with a Alaska chainsaw sawmill. They lived in this 2-room cabin when they would come up for the summers. It had a wood stove in the main room and a kitchen, and then they had a bedroom with a bathroom. And the bathroom even had because it was off-grid and no running water, they would haul water from a spring quite a distance away, but in a pail. And then they had a shower with a 5-gallon bucket with a rope and a pulley with holes in the bottom. They'd fill the warm water in the bucket and then lift the bucket and have a shower. The property has a nice orchard of about a dozen fruit trees of varieties and some grapes, and I understand seedless blackberries as well. These appear to be grapes. I recall they were Concord grapes, I believe, on this fence. In one corner of the orchard is a blueberry patch with about a half a dozen blueberry bushes matured. They're very productive. There's a frame around it with which allows for netting when the berries are ripe to keep the birds from taking them. Sauk Mountain is in the distance. And here's the rhododendrons and azaleas on the front back side of the house. And this is the south side of the house. You can see it's a two-story house. Living room space is on the lower right, master bedroom on the lower left, and then great room space upstairs. There's an attached sunroom on either side of that door, in which Lloyd was starting seeds and raising orchids. And then the window on the left is a little wood shop in the back of the garage. You can see there's skylights above that sunroom. This little fenced area is what was their garden in their elderly years, but I understood from Lloyd that there had been a much larger garden over here in previous years. There's a little greenhouse. This greenhouse is one that was manufactured in British Columbia. The greenhouse is predominantly grapes. They're a seedless green grape variety that's really good and very productive. Also on the back of this equipment shed are the same grapes which have been pruned for the season, and they'll grow quickly. And these grapes, if the summer is long and hot, will be ripe, and if not, the ones in the greenhouse for sure are able to be ripe and easy to eat. The other remaining outbuilding is a equipment shed. This is the north front part of the house. Can't see it in the video very well, but in the far distance is the national park, North Cascade National Park. That's Snow King Mountain with the snow on it. So this is the north side of the house. Breakfast area is on the left, kitchen's in the middle, and utility room on the right. The 2.5 car garage is very spacious and has a lean-to shed for firewood outside, as well as a firewood room on the inside. So this is the front of the house, which faces east. Nicely landscaped. Ornamental bushes and trees. The living room is on the left, entry and breakfast nook on the right, and upstairs, great room space. If you look carefully, you can see the creativity of the design of the siding up on top with the sunburst. It has a front deck and a little front porch. The front room has lots of big windows, looking out at the landscaping and the mountains in the distance. These windows face south to the orchard. Dining room. Has a wood stove, a Blaze King wood stove, I believe it is. They predominantly have heated over the years with wood, but it has electric cadet heaters as well. There's a cute little breakfast nook area besides the dining room. And this is the kitchen. Lloyd was quite a wood craftsman. He built all the cabinets. A very nice kitchen. Here's the other view of the kitchen from the other direction. And from there, it goes into the bottom of the stairway and the master bedroom and the bathroom. The master bedroom is here, has two nice big windows overlooking the property. sliding glass mirror doors for the closet. The main bathroom, which has been retrofitted in recent years to accommodate easy access for elderly with handrails and a walk-in shower. There's approximately 1,000 square foot of living space downstairs, as well as upstairs another 1,000 square feet. Top of the stairs, there's an office space overlooking the garden area. And then on this side, Mary Margaret had her crafts and sewing area. She taught home economics, and Lloyd taught country living at PUC as well as biology. Quite a bit of room up here. And then down here there's another bathroom and another bedroom. Bathroom and a guest room. Bigger than the one downstairs. So a person could use this as a master bedroom if they wanted to be upstairs. Off the kitchen is a utility room with a mud sink, washer and dryer. And then through the door further is a sunroom. This is a place where Lloyd would raise orchids and do starts for gardening. It has two big windows and sunlight coming up from the ceiling. The garage is a sheetrocked 2.5 car garage space, quite roomy. Off the garage is a 3/4 bathroom that can be used in conjunction with working outside or in the sunroom or in the garage, but could also be used if the wood shop was turned into an apartment. The house has a central vacuum system, as you can see, has a newly replaced hot water tank that is electric. And you'll see on the wall here, there's hookups for the generator when the power goes out. This Honda generator is the one that they use to hook into the panel. You can see that they had stored firewood in here. And this over here is the firewood room in the garage. And then of course outside the wall is also wood storage outside under the shed. Through this door is what was Lloyd's wood shop. And got lots of big windows. Like I say, this could be turned into a little apartment if a person wanted to. The bladder tank for the pump and electrical panels and so forth. And then the stairway goes up into the attic. Lloyd Eighme literally wrote the book on country living. And when they purchased this property, they were attempting to implement all of the principles that he had written about and taught about country living on this property. While Lloyd attempted to integrate as many sustainable elements to this property as he could, it isn't off-grid. You can see the power transformer for the underground power. That's the only aspect, in my opinion, on this property that could be enhanced, that's missing regarding being sustainably independent, is the aspect of having alternative energy, which could be added. But it already has a dozen fruit trees, it has blueberries, grapes, other kinds of berries. It's got a source of firewood in the woods on the property. It has a wood stove for heat. So from a sustainable country living perspective, in my opinion, this is an ideal place. If you took bare land and were going to develop your own country property, how long would it take to grow fruit trees to be productive? How long would it take to have garden space that would be productive and build a greenhouse and so forth? And this has everything except for the addition of some alternative energy which could be added.
To be aware of new videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to the Preparing for the Time of Trouble channel. For more free videos and downloadable audio podcasts, as well as handouts, go to www.preparingforthetimeoftrouble.com. Topic categories include recordings of live seminar presentations, country living, sustainable gardening, homestead remedies, how to be self-sufficient when the grid goes down, wild edible and medicinal plants, hydrotherapy, and end-time Bible prophecies. To take advantage of these free resources, go to preparingforthetimeoftrouble.com.